Happy New Year, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Well, haven't seen you all since last year, so it's been an awful long time, so I do apologise. Well, actually, it's probably not been a long time. It's only the 3rd of January, so it's not been that long. Welcome to 2026, everybody. Happy New Year, and we are going off to shake off the cobwebs, get some fresh air, and when I say fresh, I mean fresh. It is -4 outside, currently -2 inside the van, so we need to get things warmed up a little bit. We are going out for the night. We're going to film 2 episodes, so this will take part over a period of 2 weeks. Few things to go and see. We're heading off down to the coast. I might be mad in this weather, but apparently it's warmer down there than it is inland, to a place called Weymouth. We're going to go and have a look at a lighthouse. We're going to go and have a look and see if we can find some seals. We're going to do not a stealth camp, but kind of a stealth camp. We'll talk about that a bit later on. And then tomorrow being Sunday, we're going to head off to a couple of interesting places, which I don't want to disclose in this video until the very end where we're going. But I think some of you that like your abandoned places will find it very, very interesting. First things first, we've got to go and get some fuel, warm this van up, and we will get ourselves on the open road, as they say. It's going to be the coldest trip I've done in the van thus far. Over Christmas, did anybody get, please, I want them down in the comments, did anybody get any funny cracker jokes or hear any funny jokes over the festive period? It's the time when all the crap jokes come out, but I have got the best joke and it made me giggle. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this joke? This is actually brilliant, okay? What did the DJ name his son? What did the DJ name his son? Eric. That was genius. I love it. Anyway, let's get some fuel. Let's get on the road. Oh, right, well, 20 minutes in and I've had to pull over, and it's got nothing to do with McDonald's because we're not eating McDonald's at the moment. We're on a diet. But I've had to pull over because I've got a bit of a problem. It's nothing major. I've just run out of water in the wipers. I can't see a single thing, so I've had to pull over, get some water out from the water supply and just shove it in the tank just till I get some screen wash, because I couldn't see a thing. Right, that was a little bit annoying because I didn't really and truly want to stop off. I wanted to just get down there in one foul swoop, just get down there, but hey, needs must. I couldn't see a single thing out the window, so I had to pull over. So I'm gonna have to find somewhere where I can go and get some screen wash for the van, so top up my water. Current sit rep, we are what, 35 minutes into the drive, and we are just outside Lyndhurst, which is the New Forest, so we're actually doing all right for time, you know. Traffic's pretty light, the frost has gone. It looks like the sun's stuck its head out, so it's looking like a lovely day. It's still cold, don't get me wrong, but it is looking like a lovely day. And it's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here. So I've got something new for the van actually over Christmas. My dear wife bought me some Dodo Mat thermo fleece for the van. Now, I actually got it before Christmas, but strictly speaking, I wasn't allowed to use it until after Christmas. The delivery guy delivered it to the address. I answered the door, and it wasn't even wrapped up. It was there, right in front of me, and I was like, oh, this can only be for one person. My wife wasn't too happy, but she didn't let me play with it until after Christmas, or until after Christmas Day anyway. So, not Boxing Day, the 27th, I was straight out in the van, stripping out the panels, packing thermo fleece into the van to get it nice and warm. So the stuff's actually made of recycled bottles, I believe. So I'll be very interested overnight to find out how it helps trap the heat inside the van, because before I was only using that radiator foil bubble wrap stuff. So a big shout out to the wife for getting me that. Right, okay, so van's just parked over there. We're currently down in Weymouth. We've made it. Wasn't too bad. The wind's blowing. I really want to get the drone up, but the wind's actually starting to blow pretty bad. And there is an airfield there. Appears there's lots of camper vans parking down the front here, so I wonder if we get away with parking down here for the night. Well, there's a bunch of nutters over there that have just been for a swim in the sea. Absolute bloody mental. Right, so a little mosey round here. So this is Weymouth. We're away from the town centre. That's all the way over there. We're actually on this like little spit of land up there, if you can see that, that is Portland, which is like an island, like a spit, and that's where the lighthouse is, and that's where we're going to in a minute. But I just wanted to check this out because this is like the Coast Guard. There's the runway, which you can walk right next to, and then just over there, let me just hold this up so you can see, just over there is where all the helicopters are, and there's like a runway there. Pretty decent. So I definitely won't be getting the drone up in the air and flying it around here, which is a shame because I wanted to get over that harbour that's over there and go and have a nosy round, and we've got some warships over there. But I'm absolutely freezing. Yeah, there's like some sort of old abandoned hotel up there, which would have been really good to have got the drone over, but I don't think I'm going to get to do that, so never mind. So currently on the side of Portland Castle. Can't walk any further than this. It's a shame. There you go, Portland Castle. Again, would have been good to have got the drone up to get some shots of that, but unfortunately I'm not going to be able to. Right, let's get back to the van. Let's get onto this island and then let's go and have a look at this lighthouse, shall we? Hopefully the wind dies down so I'll be able to get the drone up there. However, I'll tell you something for nothing. Camper van there, camper van there. There's a few more vans just up the way. There's one just behind me. It's looking like this is free parking. I'm not going to get in there because they've got a height restriction, but it looks like I might get a night down here. Right, so we are here. Let's have a look and see. Let me turn this radio down. Let's have a look and see if we can get parked up somewhere. I'll tell you what, looking out the window you wouldn't think it, but that wind is blowing out there. So I don't know if I told many of you, but I've got a new drone which I bought in the start of December. I bought the new DJI Neo 2. So I've upgraded the drone, so the drone footage that's coming your way in the videos for the future should be absolutely epic. I'm really excited to use it, and this is probably one of the reasons why I've come on this outing as well. It's not only to film for you guys, but also so I get to actually use the drone for what it can actually do. Right, so there's the lighthouse. Let me see if we can get parked up. Right, I've just been over there and paid for the parking. That's not cheap. £4.50 for 2 hours. Daylight robbery. But anyway, let's not moan about that. Right, we're here. Looks like there's a cafe over there. We can get ourselves a nice coffee. Let's go and check out Portland Bill. Right, so there it is. Portland Bill Lighthouse. Apparently built in 1906 just to help the ships get through there, the English Channel. And yeah, basically in short, just stop them crashing into the rocks, because this this little point does stick out quite a bit actually. So it was quite likely, unless there was a lighthouse here, that they would have hit it, to be fair. Apparently it was modernised back in 2021. They took the old lights out and put new ones in, so it's a bit brighter. It's pretty bloody breezy, I've got to be honest with you. I am not going to be able to get the drone up, unfortunately, to get some shots around that lighthouse. I have got it in my backpack, so you never know, I might be able to get it out, but we'll see. I'm just going to go for a little bumble. Apparently there's some seals down by the rocks down here. So apologies if anybody lives on Portland that watches this channel or is watching this video, or anyone that lives in Weymouth, but I think this little island, Portland, is a strange looking little place. There's like quarries everywhere. There's a couple of other things that are interesting to note, which I'm going to get on to next week. But it's very interesting. But yeah, I find the place a little bit, I don't know, it's a little bit out in the middle of nowhere, to be honest. There's not an awful lot here. A few campsites, I've seen one Tesco's, one petrol garage, but apart from that, it's just like quarries and an old sort of like forts from the war and stuff like that. But yeah, you can see over there is the mainland. I'm just keeping my eyes peeled to see if I can see any seals. So just wandering around here with the lighthouse there and everything like that, and the calf, and the fact that it's on this like little sort of like point, I'm seriously getting Land's End vibes. Tell you what, in the summertime that'd have been a lovely place to go and have a little dip in the sea down there. That little sort of like natural swimming pool thing there looks quite deep. The water's crystal clear. In the summertime, not today of course. Not this time of year. No thanks, I think I'll leave that alone. Because otherwise, you end up down there. Would like to go up to the top of that and stand up there and get a picture. That would be epic. Then you could have the drones circling around you. That would be so cool. But I would slip. Shall we head back to the lighthouse and go to the cafe, which is called the lobster pot. The lobster pot, and go and get a nice warm drink to warm up because I am frozen. The one thing I haven't seen though, unfortunately, are seals. There's lots of people down here with cameras, binoculars, having a good old scan round for them. I haven't seen any of them getting particularly excited, so I'm assuming that there is none, but we'll carry on. Oh, what's this? Some kind of little fort? What is it? Oh. For very small people. So I'm assuming as this is the Jurassic Coast, you're probably quite likely to find fossils and other things like that down here. I guess if you had a hammer and stuff. I know further on down the coast, down near Lyme Regis you can, and then back up that way where we should be heading to tomorrow is Kimmeridge Bay, and down there you can definitely get your fossils if you take a hammer with you down on the beach. £7.50 just to park on that beach apparently, and that's just way over there. We'll be heading down closer there tomorrow, which will be next week's video. There's no seals. Oh lovely, thanks very much. Thank you. I'm assuming that these are old fishermen's cottages, or they're these like little holiday places that you can hire out when you come down here. But sheds, stuff like that. That one actually had a door number and everything, and a window in the roof. Another one there. I'm assuming these are for fishermen. And these are open during the seasons when they're fishing, I guess, or during the summertime. Look at this one. It's like an igloo. I bet this has got some wicked front door to it as well. I don't know. It's definitely got some sort of heating system in it, eh? Look at that. Then you've got all your beach huts down there that are clearly for holidays. Bloody hell, you're now going to tell me that that crane is for them boats to go down there. Not a chance. Not a chance. This thing looks like it's going to fall apart. There. That's clearly what it's for, though. Just to get the boats down there. I just noticed that as well. It says 1952. So it's been around a bit. I think if anyone said to me, right, go on then, dangle your boat off the edge and we'll lower you in, down off there. I mean, I don't really feel like fishing today. Whew. Oh, I can feel the heat in here actually. Oh, there you are. I can feel, hang on. I can actually feel the heat in here. It's still quite warm from the drive up here with the heaters on, so that's actually pretty good. Mind you, I did close those curtains as well, so it's probably kept a bit of heat in. Oh my God, it's absolutely blowing a gale out there. I haven't actually had to listen back to the footage, so I hope that on the microphone it hasn't just come out as and you can actually hear what I'm saying. But yeah, I may have mumbled a little bit, but that's because I couldn't actually feel my mouth. It was frozen. Right, so a couple of things to do now. I've got to actually go and find somewhere where I can go and find some food for dinner tonight. I'm guessing they have not got a lot in the way of takeaways up here. So I'm going to have to go and find somewhere and get myself some grub. I'm actually doing a little bit of healthier eating because I've put on a bit of timber over the Christmas period. So it's going to be soup, whatever it is, of any description. But I did have a soup the other day, potato and bacon. So I'm on the hunt for potato and bacon soup. Then I'm going to go and find a park up, make myself a coffee with my coffee machine. I'll get it out to show you and find a nice park up with a viewpoint before we will head down when it gets darker to our camping spot for the night, which is going to be where we were earlier on, down by that heliport. I think we might get away with camping down there. The reason why I don't really want to stay on this sort of like peninsula, this sort of island bit, is because they are forecasting snow. And the hill getting in here was like that. So getting off this place, if we do have snowfall, is going to be horrendous. So I think I'm going to stay off the island and come back on it again tomorrow. Right, let's just go to Tesco's now and go and see if I can find this soup for dinner. I was going to stay here tonight actually, but I'm not going to. I was going to stay in the car park here. That's why I said to you it's got all the amenities, i.e. shop. So, but I'm not going to bother. So I'm going to go back down to the near the castle anyway. Well, I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't even get to the soup aisle. £5 for a stir fry, so we got chicken stir fry for dinner tonight. Okay, so absolutely winning on this one. I'm in this great car park, which has got great views. It's an NCP car park, which is a bit of a bugger, because it's cost £3.95 to get in and park up for 5 hours, then it closes. So, but either way, we're going to park up here and I'm going to have my dinner here before I head off down to the park up for the night. But this will do nicely. I mean, look at this. Beautiful. Yeah, and it really is a nice car park. I mean, the views that you've got, and we're going to get too close to the edge. I don't know if you can see down there. Absolutely bloody beautiful. You can't grumble at, what did I say, it was £3.40 or something to park up? You can't, mate. Tell you what though, this is the bloody life. Don't be fooled by the bright orange thing in the sky. Like I keep saying, it is absolutely freezing. But you can keep yourself warm with a nice hoodie and a cup of cha. How is that for a sunset? The sky's just gone pink and blue. And you look that way, it's on fire. It's pretty nice to sit there and watch the sunset anyway. So I've got to go and get some coffee because I've come without the coffee. God, what am I, 5? Anyway, forgot coffee, so back to Tesco's to get coffee, then for tonight's park up. God, we're backwards and forwards like a bloody yo-yo. Right, so that's coffee acquired. I've got my coffee now, so I'm happy. We are just going to head down to the park up for tonight. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get parked up. But in a minute, at the top of this road by this roundabout, you should see an epic view. So I'm going to keep the camera rolling. I'm going to keep nattering and enjoy the scenery, because on my way up, it looked bloody incredible. I'm not going to lie. Right, where are we going? Down it. That's it. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that. That looks beautiful. Look at that. So you can see how high up you are. Right, that's home for the night. Blinding. Woo. Okay, so it's not the most picturesque park up. Let's be honest. It's where we were earlier. But it's free. It's quite secure because there's CCTV cameras. I'm just going to have a quick look because I'm quite interested in seeing what size the barrier is for this. Hmm, 1.9 metres now. I think I'll rather stay on the road because it's free. Thank you very much. Right, so let's get back in the van. Well, I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't think we'd end up stealth camping on the side of a road by a cafe. But hey-ho, that's how these things go sometimes. We couldn't stay at that last car park because it was an NCP car park and they shut at 9. So it's probably, I don't even know what the time is now. It is 5:30. So we're going to get some dinner in a minute. But first things first, I wanted to show you my coffee machine for my van. This is next level. If I can find it in my cupboard. There it is. Right, here it is. That's my coffee machine for the van. You may have seen these on Amazon. You may have seen these before. I think there's a company called Altin that make these, but there's so many of them. Basically, I got a £50 voucher for Christmas. And I thought, well, I'll treat myself to something for the van. And I bought this. So I'm going to do a review on this anyway. So I'm not going to bore you too much with the ins and outs of it. But watch how easy this is to make a coffee. This is incredible. So they do give you a tiny little cup. That is not big enough for me. I like a big coffee. So I have my mug and I've also got this stand, right? Check this out. That goes like that. Let me put it up here, and if you can see that. So that goes like that. My mug goes underneath. Coffee machine on top. Oh, what? Look at that. So now I can pour myself a large coffee. And this thing's really easy to use. I'll just show you. Right, so I've made a bit of a pig's ear of it. But what you do is you basically get your coffee. So in this case, this is one of those Dolce Gusto things. And pop it in the top or the bottom, whichever way you want to look at it. Screw it in. Turn her on. This is brilliant, right? And then hold the button down. It's pouring me a coffee. Oh, and it heats up as well. So Yeah, you can heat it up, right? There you go, you can hear it brewing. Oh, it's brilliant. You can heat up 4 cups on a full charge, or you can put hot water in and make like 50 hot coffees. So I've just sort of put a bit of hot water in here just to make things a little bit quicker. But there we go, it's pouring me a fresh coffee. Oh, just wake up in the morning, I'm gonna leave it set up like that, just roll over and just press the button and hey presto, coffee in the morning. Beautiful. Right, so I think about getting some dinner on now. So, right, we got, oh, it's pork. Oh, bugger, I thought it was chicken. Oh well, we're having pork teriyaki with veg, noodles. Oh, you got to see these. Has anybody seen the Children in Need Apprentice with all the celebrities on it? And they've made biscuits to sell. Anyone seen that? Gary the Penguin. We've been watching it on TV, me and the wife, and I saw them in Tesco's. I was like, I have got to buy 2 of these. There's one for me and one for my wife. They're made with bubblegum flavour and white pepper. So I'll be very interested to see what this tastes like. So typical me, forgot my plate, but there it is. It's as good as a takeaway, doesn't it? Right, I'm going to sit and tuck into some dinner. I'm not going to eat all this, by the way. And I'm going to show you the new trick. There's a hint that the van's got. Oh. Right, so I'm sitting here doing the editing, just downloading all the files from today. I'm going to try and get this video out as quickly as I possibly can for you all. Let me show you the van's new trick that it's got. It's something I've always wanted in the van, actually, to be honest with you. A nice big TV screen. So I'm going to turn it on and watch a bit of YouTube, see how we get on. Oh, I love this. Right, it's very simple, or it should be. I think you can guess where this is going to go, can't you? That's right, we got a projector. And there we go, that's the screen all set up. Really good quality, really good. Oh, I love it. So from me, it's going to be good night, and I will see you in the morning, which will be next week's video. So if you did enjoy this one, please do not forget to click the subscribe button, click the like button, click the bell notification, because then you'll be notified every time that I upload a video. I may have been a bit ropey with this one, I've got to admit, because I haven't filmed for a while. I've been a bit under the weather, but I brought you out with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow, next week, we are heading off to some seriously cool places, which is probably the reason why I actually came down this way. We're heading off to an abandoned village from the war, which would be absolutely brilliant. I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. What the hell? Oh, these roads are sketchy. I'm not going to make it up this hill.